Hi, my name is Christina Chadney and I'm with Vibrance Magazine. You can check out their website at www.vibrancemagazine.com, or you can also visit mine at theabundantapple.com. Today I'm just going to jump right in and I'm going to show you how to make a walnut herb pate on tomato stacks. And these make a great appetizer, or you can also have them for a main dish, served on a bed of lettuce, a bed of spinach, or even spiralized zucchini squash. Makes a really great meal. So I'm going to start by showing you how to make the walnut herb pate. You can use a food processor, or you can also use a high-powered blender. And I'm just going to make a small batch today, so I'm going to use the blender. And we're going to start just by adding half a cup of walnuts, and sun-dried tomatoes. And what I've done is I've soaked these, they're halves of sun-dried tomatoes, I've soaked them in water. You can just soak them for about a half an hour, and that's pretty much all you need to do, just to get them a little bit soft so they process easily. About a quarter cup of those. And then we're going to add a little bit of carrot. And so I'm just going to quickly chop up the carrot. And add the carrot. And this recipe also calls for some basil. I'm going to just add a little bit, just give it a couple chops, and we'll add more at the end. And just start it on low setting. And if you don't have a Vitamix or a one-piece tamper, you can just use like a celery stick to get it, keep it moving in a regular blender. And if needed, you can add a little bit of the soaking water from the sun-dried tomatoes. You just want to keep the mixture moving as much as possible. A small food processor also works well for this recipe. So you've got a nice smooth consistency. You don't want it too liquidy, you want it thick like a pate. We're just going to transfer that to a bowl. You can add other Italian herbs as well and make a really nice addition, like oregano, parsley. You can also use a dried dill, and also chop up sun-dried tomatoes and put chunks, so you have chunks of sun-dried tomatoes in the recipe, and that makes it really nice. So I'm just going to chop up this basil really fine. Okay, so that's the walnut herb pate. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've already got for you started on the stacks, and I put it on a bed of spinach leaves. And these tomatoes were so large, but they're just really flavorful and sweet. And so I went ahead and used the larger tomatoes. Normally I'd use smaller Roma tomatoes for this recipe, but either works. And because I used the larger tomatoes and did nice fat slices, I added 2 or 3 zucchini slices on there. And if you slice the zucchini on the bias, rather than just cutting it straight, you would get a nice, if you're cutting it at an angle, you get a nice larger piece of zucchini. It's also prettier. So that's just a little tip. So we're just going to take a scoop of the pate and scoop it on there. These are so good. And you can be generous. And then top it off with some sunflower sprouts. You can also use alfalfa sprouts. And I'm just gonna stack those up. And there you go. Walnut herb pate on tomato stacks. Thanks for watching.